Good morning, guys. How are you today? Fine. We have finished lesson one and multiples. Now we will start a new lesson. It's about multiplication properties. So our lesson today is about multiplication properties. How do we multiply two numbers together? We will start doing activity one in this lesson. Please copy it on your math book, activity one, page 56. So we will start doing activity one, page 56. The most important thing in this lesson, ya teacher, is to revise the multiplication tables. If someone didn't study the multiplication table well, then he can't do anything, then everything will be wrong. The most important thing is to study multiplication table. كل exercises, it's about multiplication. Okay? How do we multiply two numbers together in table 10? Activity 1, copy it on your math book, please. How do we multiply 30 by 15? If we have zeros at the end of a number, yeah, teacher, we took it before. First step, we will skip the zeros. We will skip all the zeros at the end. We will just multiply 3 by 15. So I will arrange 15 up, the biggest number, and the 3 down. 15 times 3. 3 times 5, how much? It's 15. We have two digits here. We can't place 15, all of it down. We will place the ones digit down, اللي هي 5, وال1 we carry it up. 3 times 1, it's 3. Don't forget to add it with 1, it becomes 4. So 45. Then, how many zeros do we have here at the end? We have just 1 0. We skipped 1 0, we placed at the end. So the answer is 450. Let's skip in the second one all the zeros on both sides. Multiply. 5 times 3, how much? It's 15. How many zeros did I skip? I skipped 2 zeros. I will place them at the end. So we will count the zeros on both sides. We will place them at the end. Let's skip the zeros here. 6 times 11, how much? 11 up, 6 down. 6 times 1, it's 6. 6 times 1, it's 6. So 66. How many zeros did I skip? I skipped 2 zeros. Place them at the end. Let's skip here also the zeros on both sides. 8 times 2, how much? 16. How many zeros did I skip on both sides? 1, 2, 3. We will count all the zeros, so 3 zeros. Not just on one side, on both sides. Okay? We have finished from activity 1. Now let's start with exercise 2, page 58. Also copy it on your math book. Page 58. Calculate the product mentally. When I say mentally, you are not allowed to arrange, okay? 40 times 200, the same way. First step, I will skip all the zeros on both sides. I'll just multiply 4 times 2, how much? It's 8. How many zeros do we have on both sides? 1, 2, 3, so 3 zeros. Here, the second one, skip all the zeros. 9 times 4, how much? 36. So did you see? You have to study the multiplication table well. How many zeros do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. In both sides, you should count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 360,000. Here, skip all the zeros on both sides. 7 times 3, how much? It's 21. 7 times 3, it's 21. How many zeros do we have? 1, 2, 3 at the end. 3 zeros, place them at the end. Here the same, skip all the zeros. 27 times 1, how much? 27. With how many zeros did I skip in both sides? 3 zeros. Okay. Here the same. 2 times 8 equals 16. How many zeros did I skip in both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, 5 times 2, how much? 10. With how many zeros do we have? 2 zeros. So 1000. Skip all the zeros. 8 by 8, how much? 64. With how many zeros? 1, 2, 3 zeros. Here, 6 times 3, the same. How much? It's 18. With how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the same. 3 by 7, how much? 21. With how many zeros? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Here the same. 5 times 4, how much? 20. With how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. And already we have zeros, so they will be 5. Okay? Pay attention carefully to the zeros. Count them well. Study the multiplication table, please. Okay? Do this question alone, then check this video and correct it alone. Okay? Uh, See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will start explaining how do we arrange and multiply big numbers. We will work with exercises 1 tomorrow. Okay, guys? If you have any question, ask me later.